Hello, it's me, making back. Say my own name. Hello, it's me, making back once again with another episode of Alchemy Factory. So, if you recall, in our last episode, we got steel production going, sort of. It's doing okay. It's not amazing. Not the most efficient thing in the world, but it's going. It's going. We got steel now. We've got these little guys, which are great. I'm gonna grab those. And we built our first cannon, which is over there somewhere, shooting things up in the air. There it goes. Shoo, boink. Okay. And we need it next to get the next potion going so that we can get to the next tier. And that is the transformation potion. It sells for 620 copper, which is not bad. So that takes this kind of black powder and this mushroom stuff. So we actually have to build this first. We got to get gloom spores in here first. So that means getting mushrooms, for which we have set up a system over here. So we do have a little bit of excess mushroom coming out over here. Yeah, so we got a bit of mushroom. We don't need to necessarily make anything new for mushrooms yet. So we'll grab from here. This is already filled. And then we will do those somewhere over here, because the other thing we need is iron powder? Is that what that is? What is this substance? This powder, this dark powder. Iron sand. Iron sand makes iron ingot, iron sand. Okay. Is that what that is? Oh, blue potion. Where's the... Yeah, this one here. Coke powder. Oh, coke powder and gloom spores. Oh, okay. So that actually is a little bit less appealing. Yeah, we're gonna need more coke powder and gloom spores. This one takes yeast powder and gloom fungus to make the gloom spores. And then that's gonna take coke powder and this. Okay. And we're not making enough coke powder at the moment, are we? We might be. If I take off of this line, I might be making enough coke powder. Otherwise, we might need to make some more. Actually, yeah, we're definitely not going to be making enough soon. Or, in fact, ever. Have we reached capacity? What's going on here? Why aren't you guys... You guys have reached capacity on iron. So you can't spit anything out because you're full and your line is full. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so we did catch up on capacity there. We actually need a little box over here. Okay, well, let me solve for this first real quick by grabbing not a big box, a little box. We might be able to reuse this for... What I'm thinking is the excess here can be used to make the iron powder later on that we might need. So I'll just keep that as an afterthought over here. Okay, but that's good. Okay, so maybe we do have enough coke powder here. Hard to say for sure, but we'll build something coming out of this way, and we'll send coke powder around to over this little area here where we will do... so we need to make... What did I say we need to make first? So first we need to make gloom spores, which is yeast powder and gloom fungus. So yeast powder is right here. So that's great. Yeast powder is being made right there. Is that something we sell too? No. Okay. So that's fine. And so to make these things, we need to... do I make tables? Kind of feel like I want to make tables. I'm out of planks? Dear God. All right, let's go get some planks. All right, there's my cannon, by the way, which is just shooting stuff at an enormous rate. So it shoots like in like bursts. Nice. Okay. So that's all loading up in here. It's building those things. Our rope is a little bit on the low side. I think that might actually be affected by using a cannon or something here too, just because it has this long travel path. Relatively long travel path. Can cannons like shoot at different targets? I don't think so, right? Yeah, it's still only one target each. What they need to do is make it like be able to go to like multiple targets, like in a sequence, 1, 2, 3. I think that would be kind of interesting. Anyways, so gloom spores are coming from here, and those are going from there. So let's build where they're going to be received first. So we'll bring these. We'll put them on a table like this here somewhere. Just make it a little bit less. Yeah, that should be enough space. And then those are going to go into. They're going to go into these guys here, the assemblers. So we can. How much space do I leave over there? 1 space. Yeah, that's fine. So if I do like 3 assemblers for now, we'll try 3, and we'll see how this goes. You guys are going to make this stuff. Gloom spores, okay. Alright, so the first one is easy. That's just building a... We just need to build one of these guys. Here. Oh, there we go. And then you guys are going to come up this way. And then you're going to go in there. Okay. So that's step 1, right? So that's step 1. That will load up for that stuff. And then the other thing we need is you guys over here, which we can, I guess we can cannon you guys out of here, huh? So if I destroy this and look for my cannons, there's my cannon. I don't think I'm going to connect it to 2. How am I going to connect it to 2? Do I have enough production there that's going to be fine? Probably, right? Maybe. And then that needs to go into one of these guys. Not sure how far this can go, but I think probably this is probably a fair spot to begin. So if we go into there, nice, and then we grab another cannon. I don't know if I need to feed both sides of this. Do I? Probably not, right? I could just feed like that. The nice thing about these ones is they can go like in any direction, so I don't have to worry too much about that. I can just like drop it down onto here, but what we'll do is we'll drop it onto the right level. Right, so if I drop this here and drop this like here, then I can go over to this cannon, and I can say throw it into there, and it's amazing. Oh my goodness, so much easier. Okay. So you guys are just going to go like this. And then no elevators required, I don't think. I think we can just use these guys. Yeah, perfect. It's like I planned it. Nice. Okay, so that's going to get us gloom spores. Hopefully at a fast enough rate. I'm not sure, but I do have a bunch in here, so I'm going to fill these up myself for now. Why aren't you getting any yeast powder? Oh, what happened here? Sometimes it does that. It like sets it up in the wrong direction. I don't know why. Yeast powder in there. You guys can go in there. Yeah, okay. I've got a whole bunch of these things in here. What we can do is we can just like throw a little box here for now. It's just temporary, just get rid of those because I don't need them in my inventory. And I'll just keep filling that up. Nice. Okay, so that's coming in. And then we are just going to extract it out of there. And then we get all this stuff. What else is this good for? Is this good for anything else? Yeah, where is it on here? It's here, right? Yeah. It's going to be for something else too, but for now it's only going to be for these transformation potions. So that's fine. So we need that, and then we need coke powder, right? So we can just kind of continue on this way. Like so. And kind of do like the opposite thing here. What did I run out of? I ran out of gears? Okay. Well, those we have. We have got gears. I have got gears. I'm actually almost out of big gears too. Might as well get those while I'm here. All right. Let that chain go. All right. Sweet. How's this thing doing? 52% only. Actually low on wood. Oh, because these guys are starting to run out. I need to go make some money. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm making enough money. I also think I have a money box somewhere as well, right? Yeah, we've got a money box over here because I couldn't quite. I have to bring it up and over. I need to complete the loop. Need to complete the loop up over here. Can we do that really quickly, maybe? If I just use an elevator here, could I do that? Like, can I just do like this? Getting distracted, I know. I'm always getting distracted in this game. But this is also coins, is it not? Yeah, this is also coins. Okay, so if we just do the same thing over here, we can just kind of like connect them together. Or we can use a cannon here. Probably easier. So I don't have to worry about the direction. All right, so we throw that there. We throw a big old cannon. Oh, that fit right on the edge anyways. Oh, I'm doing all this for nothing. Well, dang it. That's fine. That can go directly into here. Fantastic. So that solves for that money issue there. I'm going to take this coinage, though, and I'm going to go over here and solve and just buy some stuff here. So we need all of that. We also need it over here as well. Okay. Yeah, I got 2 in there. These are expensive. All right. That's fine. It's all good. And then we'll throw these back into the box. We'll probably have to do some... Ooh, that's not what we want it. Oh, man, I just threw gears in there. Where's the gears gone? Yeah, give me that. Okay. Okay, good. I think that was the last little link in our money chain that we hadn't solved for. But now we have a can in there, so that's good. So that will eventually get money back into it. Okay, fair enough. I got distracted. I need to go here and do this. All right, but you guys are not making this. You're going to be making these blue potions next. So we're going to just switch these up to be the blue potions, and then we quite simply just grab our tracks here and yeah, just send them down like this. Like so. So that's the first part, and then we need to get coke powder from here. Question is, do I still have enough? Probably. We'll find out, I guess, right? Like, this is filling up, so we'll find out shortly. But what we can do is we get another cannon, because that's all we use now is cannons. Because cannons are amazing. I mean, who doesn't want to use a cannon? To throw explosive powder around. End of the day. All right. How do we do for money here? Are we like making a profit? Just barely, right? Not even, nope, not quite. Not quite at all. Yeah, all right, that's fine. All right, so we got that going. That's going to go over here, and then that is going to do something similar to what we did on the other side, which is... Sometimes it just like cancels moves. All right. Now we'll get to test the power of these cannons a little bit, but I think this is fine. Yeah, it is. Nice. Nice. All right, so that's just going to come down here. Like so, and then we grab these guys down here. Sweet. All right, we got potions. Or we will, momentarily. And then these guys are going to come out this way. Why does it keep happening? For some reason it keeps canceling my moves. I don't know why. But there we go. We got transformation potions. Just like that. All right. Ooh, what happened to the rest of our coke? The rest of our coke is done here. Gonna throw some in here. Is this not making enough now? Suddenly this is not enough, eh? Yeah, it definitely needs more. Okay. Okie dokie. We gotta get more. I need a gem. And it's gonna get pricey. All right, we're probably gonna have to get like 2 more of these, is my guess. Let me go get the... I'm gonna have to go buy some stuff for that. I don't have any money right now, though. Do I still have money left in here? Nah, it's all gone. It's all gone. That's okay. Because I don't think I've made myself a box of money anywhere now. I think my boxes of money are all gone. I might have had one over here somewhere too, though. If I recall. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I remember I left one little box of money still that we need to sort out later on. We can do that pretty easily with cannons now, though. So you can just stick a cannon right on top of there and shoot that over. That will help quite a bit. Let's maybe do that now, actually. Since we're here, before we forget, I'm just going to cannon this bad boy up. We can just leave it as it is, just throw a cannon on here. Cannons. Cannons for everything. Where is money going? It just needs to go back into the money loop somewhere. You know what? Actually, it should go... I could just send it back over here somewhere. And eventually it will lap back in. Right? I can just like send it over here. And eventually the money that's in there will lap back into there. Right? So if we send that into there, that will go. Okay. Yeah, because there is money everywhere. It's just kind of floating around. Meanwhile, though, we'll get a couple more of these guys. We can also maybe afford this thing too, right? 10,000. You know what? Let's just get it. Buy the block. We got the money to do it. Let's buy the block out. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's put a little... This is stop producing because I don't have a output there. Let's just put a chest in there for now so that we'll keep going. And then we will extend these guys out and then add some money into those. And then, yeah, we'll get that going into there. Fantastic. Okay, so hopefully that keeps everything happy. We may actually need to burn more coal for it to do so. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, okay. Oh, I got stuck. All right, what are we doing for these? We're doing not too bad there, so this should... It's actually filling up. The way this is producing is perfect, actually, so we always have a little bit in each because it's not producing fast enough to use all of that. This is working okay, so coke powder should start getting a little bit better in a moment. Hopefully. Once this all... Yeah, so that's filling up, that's filling up. And then it's just a matter of whether these are enough to do everything here. Yeah, that's filling up over there. These are good over here. We're not getting much coming down this way, though, yet. So we may actually need to... be burning more coal. Is this blocked up? It is blocked up a little bit, eh? Yeah, we might need an additional coal burn here. Maybe if I just put like one here. Is that level of that, or does it need to go down? We need to go down, doesn't it? Yeah, we need to go down. Okay. So maybe we can get one more over here, and that might be good. If we get an offshoot from here. How do we want to do this? Let's just do an elevator. That's gonna go into there. That's... Oh, actually, we don't want to do that because we're just gonna be wasting the... We want to get it up first, right? That's fine. Yeah, we'll throw some in there for now to get this burning, but we want to actually be bringing it up from here and go up here. And then we throw these guys here, those guys there. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Okay, so we're going to grab that there. That's going to go into... Nope, nope, that's not at all what I wanted. Okay, that's going to burn those. And then over here, we're gonna, that way we can expand this a little bit more if we need to. And then you are going to use those. Going into there. It's all getting very convoluted, but it's okay. It's all gonna make sense in a minute. And then what we're gonna do here, more cannons. Because why not? More cannons. Yeah, it looks like we can actually do again, right? If I had stone, we could do again. Whoop, whoop, you. Stone. Stone is over here. And we run back over. Okay. So we can actually, like, double this up this way, probably. Nice. That's actually going to probably work well, maybe. Or fail terribly, I'm not sure. One of those two things is going to happen. There we go. Okay. So hopefully that sustains enough now. Ooh. Well, that's not good. That's no good. All right. So that's going to help a little bit. I'm going to have to spend all my money on... Going to spend all my money on Coke. All right. Don't clip that either. All right, so that should help a little bit. We may actually need another one of these now, though. Of this split. Oh my gosh. Oh god. Okay, we're going spending crazy. We need so much stuff all the time now. Just constant. We're gonna have to do some quests. It looks like it's gonna have to be a questing day in a second here. Right, and then that has to go into a cannon to go over here, right? That was the circuit that we had going, so I need to get a new cannon down. Over here, and that needs to go over there. That was the money. Yeah, okay. Not enough currency. Okay, I'm out of money. Totally out of money again. All right. All right, well, that will eventually go into there. How much money is here? 1 coin. There's another coin there too, actually. Can I get that coin? Can I get this coin? Can't get that coin. That's fine. Let's go get some money. Let's get some money. Let's do some quests. What we got here? Sorry, sir. We have a bulk order. We're still not doing turquoise. Oh, man. Okay. This one we might be able to do. This 2 of those guys for 30 silver. Wow. 220 silvers. My goodness. All right. And the bulk order here, we might be able to do that. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Okay. That's fair. We're going to need another one of these potion bars too, unless we just only serve up one of each. Yeah, it's something to keep in mind there too. Because we've got a couple other things to sell we're not selling yet. I don't know if we make enough to do it. Oh, we've almost got 100 here too. Sweet. So that will get us another quest completed momentarily. So we need yeast powder, which is coming up down here, which we should have plenty of. Yeah, that's fine. Yeast powder, vitality, we need wooden pulleys, which we might not have. Looks like we've caught up on wooden pulleys. Okay. Caught up on wooden pulleys. Let's grab all these pulleys. And then we need large wooden gears. We definitely have. Okay, so that's the first quest done. Large wooden gears. We for sure have large wooden gears. Bricks. Bricks are over here. Yeah. We got brick. And then soap. We definitely have soap. Where's our soap? Here's our soap. How much soap do we need? 180 soap. That's a lot of soap. And then vitality potions. That's these boys over here. Where are they being stored? They're being stored in here. Okay, nice. Easy. Oh, and we should maybe have... Do we have the potions over here for now? We do, we do. Okay, we're making a good amount of those now. Fantastic. Okay, everything's coming up Millhouse right now. So we will do the main quest at 120 silver. Nice. And now we've got access to chamomile seeds, pyrite ore, and rock salt. All right. And then we're going to do... We can't do the bulk order yet. We can do this one, though. So we'll get another 25 silver there. And then this bulk order, 65 silver. Oh my god, we got 212 silver now. Crazy. Crazy amounts of stuff. Wow. Okay, the next quest is going to be the growth potion, which, as we can see on here, is going to require a whole bunch more stuff to build. Oh gosh, it just keeps going. But for the moment, before we do anything with our money, we're going to have to do the research tree. So we can get copper powder, we can get a refiner. 12 silver these cost, wow. And we've got enhanced grinder. Twice the speed of the old grinder, but it looks like it's going to be huge. All right. And then we've got the blast furnace, okay. And then we've got salt. Okay. So those are all going, and then we're going to be able to get malachite and all this stuff. In the meanwhile, the only thing we're not producing right now is turquoise, which takes health potions and sand. Quite a bit of sand, though. So we might need to establish its own little rock crushing facility to do that. And then we can sell those as well. Those sell for 290 copper. Yeah, okay. Not too bad. Okay, so we're going to save our money for now. And we'll start researching some stuff. Oh my god, it's so hilarious watching everything pop around here. How are we doing for sand production? What's our sand production look like? I think that's over here somewhere. Yeah, it's over there somewhere. I'm just going to fill these guys up. Sand production is over here. Sand production is just kind of enough. Yeah, it's not amazing. Looks like we could actually be doing more because it's not we're not grinding fast enough. So something for us to look at later. Possibly, maybe we might need a new sand production area that's a little bit bigger than this. With the new grinders, right? So we do have the new grinders. Or we will have the new grinders shortly. In a few seconds there. We also have these things, which are copper bearings. Okay. Let's get a few things researched. We get bronze rivet. Oh, we're into Bronze Age now. Sweet. And we also get a new relic, Saturn. 150 silvers those things sell for. Wow. Crazy. All right. Yeah, so that's all being researched. That's half of the silver is gone already for all of that stuff. So I think that's where we'll stop for research for now. We'll make some stuff and we'll sell some things. But I think we need, yeah, we're gonna need like a new sand production. We also got access to some new rocks, right? So we got pyrite ore, which when burnt in an iron smelter creates sulfur. Okay. Sulfur and iron ingots you get from that. All right. I don't know what we need sulfur for. What do we need sulfur? Oh my gosh, what is all this stuff? I didn't unlock all this. Copper, yeah, sure. Sulfur. Sulfur is going to be made for sulfur powder. Okay, that makes sense. It's another source of iron ingots. Okay. So we could possibly just upgrade our iron section for that. That creates 120 iron as compared to 100. Actually more iron. Okay, but it costs, I'm sure, an incredible amount. But now we have all these gems. Perfect diamonds, diamond, adamant. Oh my gosh, it's a whole supply chain of gems here. Like one creates the next one. Crazy. That's a whole thing. Fully refined sand? Okay, well that's gonna be later, I think. We also now have brine, which comes from salt. That makes sense. Okay. What did I actually come here to look at? Ooh, chamomile. Chamomile powder. All right, we got new plants we got to do. We have rock salt too. Rock salt makes salt and sand, so you don't have to grind it. So you grind it, you crush it, and you get salt and you get sand. But this is probably like, it's 9 silvers each. Gives you 100 sand. Is that what we want to do to produce our sand, though? But it also gives us salt. How else can we get salt? Is there other ways to get salt? Oh, what is this? A philosopher's stone? Crafted in the cauldron? Oh my gosh. Okay. Too many things. How do I get salt? Where is salt on here? Did I unlock salt yet? I thought I had. Is salt unlocked? Salt's unlocked. For some reason it's not on that thing though, but you can craft it from charcoal powder and limestone powder, it looks like. And you get 33% salt and 66% sand. So you can get salt and sand that way. Or you can buy the expensive ones and you get the same thing. You get salt and sand as well. But it doesn't come from a supply chain. I guess it's easier to do the... It'll be easier to set up production for the for those after. Okay. But I guess, yeah, we decide now what we want to make next. Well, we want to make this, right? Which is sand and potions. Potions we do pretty good. Right, potion production is pretty solid. It's pretty steady anyway, it's not like amazing. But there's a pretty steady procession of potion production going on. Which could probably be made easier if I just split up this line a little bit earlier. Because I think we've got more than enough production for that, yeah. We could actually improve that already simply by destroying this. Yeah, I think we can just quickly fix this up a little bit. New technologies are available for us to use here that we probably didn't have available when we designed this place. Yeah, because now we have cannons, and cannons are amazing. And I'm going to use them everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Target too close, really? Target too close? Fine, fine, fine. All right, fine. Where did it go? 5. Are you still too close? It's still too close. I guess if I don't really need to lift it up that way, right? Is this fine now? That's still too close. Okay, so that's the limitation of the cannon, is that stuff can be too close. How's that? Okay, that's good. All right. Yeah, it would be good if they show like a zone. They just need to like show a circle on the ground when you select it for targeting. Put a circle around it to show me the minimum, and then a circle around to show me the maximum. Right? Yeah, that's going there. Oh, and the day ends just as we're clicking on something. That's fine. Okay, so that should help significantly improve that. Are you going to be too close as well? No. Okay. No, I don't want to delete that. There you go. Just want to delete this. Nice. Okay. Yeah, because we're overproducing still all that stuff, but that's going to, yeah, that should greatly enhance everything that's going on over here. We can kind of do the same thing for these guys as well, right? I wonder if like one cannon per actually makes sense later on. Because we have so much. We have so much. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, okay. Well, at least we know we have extra sage if we need it down here, I think. Oh, that's a lot of fun. All right, so that's shooting over there. That's going to enhance our potion production over there. And then we're going to build now. What did we say we needed for this stuff here? Solids. It's not on here. Some things are not on here. It's a little bit unusual. All right, but we needed sand to make turquoise. But turquoise is not on here for some reason. But we need potions and sand to do this. Just fine. And then we said we could make sand using crushers. Somewhere over here maybe. Could do them like over here. Maybe 2 crushers. Okay. So those are going to be my crushers there. And then those are going to need filters on them. And then we're going to filter out, I guess we'll filter out the salt. Where's salt on here? Oh, why is it leaving the screen? All right. Filter out the salt. There's too many things. We need to categorize all this stuff. Is this salt? That's salt. I don't know why, but every time I try to drag on here, it's like kicking me out of the window. Can filter out salt. All right. And then salt will come out of there and then just go into a box for now. I don't know how much we're going to... Why does it keep deleting my stuff? Okay, there we go. Yeah, some weird things going on with the game as of late. Yeah, again, see? I click and it doesn't execute. All right, and then Oh wait, salt is going to come out on the top, right? Yeah, salt is going to come out on the top from those. Sand is going to come out from the bottom. And then turquoise is made in the assembler using the peeling potions and the sand. So we'll throw a couple of assemblers down here. I don't know how quickly these will get made. Throw that like that and that like that. What did I run out of? Ran out of gears. Ran out of gears. How's this thing doing? Oh, it's done. The first shape is done. Fantastic. That should be then coming out here. It's 99.7% done. Ooh, there it goes. And it goes into here. And then that gets us experience points. Cool. Cool. That takes forever to build. So we're going to want to do like multiples of those if we can. But we don't have enough production on everything else yet to sustain that. We don't have enough production on these guys. We'd have to do like a wooden pulley production just for that. So that gave us a new skill point. Nice. We have 3 points available. Excellent. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, because we leveled up as well. Fantastic. All right. In any case, so let's get this going. So we have one going in there, one going in there. And then we need to get, yeah, we're going to get this here, and then those will be like this. And then that will go like that. And then we just need a hopper over here. We're out of nails though. So we'll go get some nails first, which we have plenty of over here. That's going to go there. And then you know what we're going to build next? We're going to build some cannons. All right, so yeah, we have these guys are over here. So we can just pull them right off of this section. Is that the right ones? It's the green ones, right? Yeah. There. Can that go over here? That's too far. Okay. So that's too far. So we're going to need something midway through. Go there, and then we grab out of those gears now, which are over here. We got quite a few of those now. Sweet. All right, got that going. Let's stop over here. Oh yeah, we overproduced the iron. We're gonna have to fix that after as well. That's fine. Cannon goes here. Cannon then shoots over there. Right? And then these guys are going to make turquoise, which is going to come out and just go over here for now. And sit in a box, a small box. Right? And then we just need to go and get those things. So let's go and get that, and we'll get that production line going. So we need a couple of these bad boys. Great stuff. Some new quests as well we could probably do. No, can't do that yet. Ooh, can't do that yet either. Okay. That's a little bit tougher. We can do these though. So we're going to grab purchase portal here, here, and then you guys are going to purchase rock salt, which is incredibly expensive. 1 and 2. And then we're going to be producing this stuff over here. So there's a nice little closed circuit here. Is that the right stuff coming out? That's salt coming out there. And then sand coming out here. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Okay, so that's good. Now we've got salt. And we should get our first turquoise shortly. It's a little slow. But to get like another one of these going would be quite expensive. Quite expensive. Well, guess we'll figure that out on the next episode, but we do have salt production, and we will be getting our first turquoise eventually. Eventually. Oh, it needs a lot of sand. It needs quite a bit of sand. Okay, so we might need to supplement this with some sand as well, huh? Good to know. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to supplement that just with like regular old rocks. Regular old Rockies. Yeah. Where can I put these? I need a little bit of space to manufacture here. I put them like over here in the corner. I ran out of planks. Oh gosh. Planks, we need planks. So we're gonna make more sand production over here. Sand production is relatively cheap. So that's good. Oh, this can't go here. Actually, it's gotta go forward. We need some space. Okay, so I set up a nice little sand zone here, or at least a rock zone anyways. So we'll just get these filled up. And these are gonna produce rock. Now we can try out the new grinders. So these are supposed to be twice as fast as the old ones. Where are they on here? All right, so grinder. Where's the grinder? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's so fancy. Okay, so these are supposed to do twice as fast. So if I just to test this out here, if I set one up here, like that, quite long. That's what she said. And then they're gonna come out with sand. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit faster. That's not what I wanted. So if I set this up like that, is that gonna be relatively efficient then? Might work. All right, and then we're gonna throw a hopper in there. I'm gonna have to just delete this for a second in order to be able to see those roads here, tracks. All right, that's all gonna come out here, and then what we'll do is, of course, use a cannon, because, you know, cannons. The cannon is gonna shoot into there. All right, so that should enhance this, but we do have now turquoise being produced. Beauty. And yeah, I really can't afford most of this stuff, so we'll see what happens. We do need to do a lot more research and probably get these things going. That's brick, glass, and salt, looks like. Oh, wow. We're going to need a whole bunch of salt for that. We can also print coins now from copper. So we'll see how efficient that is, actually, because maybe we can just print our own money. Maybe that's what we're doing in the next episode. See if we can come up with like some sort of infinite money. We'll do up here. Because what we need for copper power, we're going to need iron powder, it looks like, and yeast powder. But then we can make copper powder, and then we can make copper ingots, and then we can make copper coins. And then we're literally just printing money. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well maybe that's probably the next episode. Let's see what we can do there. But this is going now. Fantastic. Well, thanks as always for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. And yeah, we just finished some research. See you next time. Take care.